Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! 180!
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Set! 280! 59!
Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Set! 280!
They're going for it with Dobbins. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Down to the 42, 2nd down. When you look at this Patriots defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd and 7. Now McCarthy. They'll get this out to Genty. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing.
kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue 60.
Here's Stafford. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
Set. Lady.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
250.
From the 50, Stafford.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set. Number 20.
They run the toss with Dobbins.
And coughed it up.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Vikings, ready.
They'll go again with Genty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Outside of Los Angeles, last stop in town before I hit the road, and it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw, and she was hot on nothing.
you start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, Miami.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Rolling right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point by Little is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. The shotgun, it's Stafford. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And back deep is Quez Watkins. Fielded at the 9. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They go play action with Stafford. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. What a big play there for New England. 33 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Stafford to throw again. And off the deflection, it is taken in. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Kittle is the man in motion. Throwing again is Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Miami. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now it's Dobbins. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second down, it's Stafford. To the left side, caught by Chase. Down the sideline, and he will go all the way. Jamar Chase, touchdown Patriots. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up second down.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
To the air once more is McCarthy. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Throwing again is McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Bateman is the motion man. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On first down, here's McCarthy. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That one taken in right side by Legette. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Run the toss to Genty. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On first down, Stafford. Wide open, middle of the field, he's got his receiver. Across midfield. field, shot out of a cannon. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 53 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a second down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Second and 7. A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. They bring Chase in motion. From the gun, here's Stafford. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Genty. And the defense signaling safety here, but the official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Moving to his left. That one late over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Patriots. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Kittle is the man in motion. Here's Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now a give up the middle. Finding room across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Stafford now to throw on first down. That's over the middle to Kittle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Stafford to throw again. That's caught by Tolbert right side. And he will score. Game on. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown New England. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Patriots will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. He'll start at the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Genty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. DeMarcus Lawrence having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. on the ground, it's Genty. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This fielded at the 3. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Stafford now on first down. This one deep downfield for Chase. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 85 yards. Touchdown, New England. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Quick slant. He's got Hunter. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Here's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Run right up the gut with Genty. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll stick to the ground. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll run. He's got space inside the 25. And he will score! Ashton Genty, touchdown Miami. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run. Genty. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Genty. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.